Hello students, welcome back to the online lessons, the Schoology lesson. What we're going to talk today is about, we're going to talk about the same thing as previous lessons, which is mathematics in calibrating the thermometer. However, what we're going to talk about it is a more advanced level. That is the same method of calculation, but a more advanced level. So let's get started. Now previously, for our calculation, we only focuses on 0 degree and 100 degree only. As we mentioned that calibration, we use these 2 points. However, this idea also works in other temperature. So not only 0 and 100, that's the previous way, that's the previous one, that's this 0 degree and 100 degree. This is level 1 only. And now we're going to study a more advanced one, which level 2, which is not 0 degree, is not, or 100 degrees not. Now, they can be other degrees Celsius, so that's the level 2 thing. We use other temperatures. So moreover, point number 2, moreover, the calibration thermometer not only allows you to find the temperature or length, but also you can find the temperature or length beyond the scope. So that is outside the temperature. For example, you can find something like 0, 100, and you can find 110. So this idea is a very general idea. You can find any temperature as you wish. So in order for you to understand it in a better way, we're going to do several questions. The method is the same. However, the calculation, the mathematics is a little bit difficult than before. So let's take a look at it. Now, let's take a look at the word example. Before we start to talk about it, I suggest you to stop this video and do the question on your own. I think for most of the students, you are able to do the question on your own. If you can't do it, you can just take a look at this video. But if you can do it by yourself, you can just skip this video because we're talking about the same thing as what you understand. So if I suggest you to stop this video and do it on your own. However, if you can't, you can just keep on watching this video. So let's get started. Now, with example, when a liquid in glass thermometer is immersed in a water of 10 degree, now it's 10, not 0. The length of it is 3 cm. And if the temperature is in boiling water, which is 100 degree Celsius, the length of liquid is 12 cm. And you have to find 8.4 cm. Now the idea is the first same as before. So to understand the question in an easier way, we can draw the calibration graph. And that's the graph here. And finally, similar triangle, not similar triangle, but the ratio. Okay, let's take a look at it. To tackle this problem, the only thing that we have changed as before is this 10 degrees Celsius. Initially it's 0, but now it's 10. But still, the idea is the same. First of all, you have to make this ratio, the red one and the blue one, and the left hand side is t minus 10, and the blue one is 100 minus 10. For the right hand side, the red one is the red one, we'll call it 8.4 minus 3, and the blue one is 12 minus 3. So because the right hand side and the left hand side and the right hand side are the same, we're talking about the same line. So these two ratios must be equal to each other. So then the left hand side will be t minus 10 over 90, and the right hand side become 5.4 over 9. So then you can find t minus 10 equals to 54, and then t will equals to 64 degrees Celsius. So that's how you find the answer. So overall speaking, the method is the same. The only difference is that this one is other numbers, but not 0. So that is what you have to learn today. Now, for the other questions, for the later part of this video, I will try to do some questions in this paper, and you can check it here if you don't know how to do it. So let's take a look at the other questions. Okay, question 1. Now the column length of 0 degree and 80 degree are 6 cm and 21 cm respectively, and you have to find 37 degrees Celsius. Now here, I draw the calibration graph here. The change is that we don't use 100 degree, but we use 80 degree now. So how to do it? Simple stuffs as mentioned before. So first of all, we find out the ratio. Root 1 is 37 minus 0 and over 80 minus 0. For the right hand side is L minus 6 over 21 minus 6. So that's the thing. I'll just copy it there. 37 minus 0 over 80 minus 0 and L minus 0 over 21 minus 0. And so if you do some simple stuffs, mathematics, and that's you get. So 37 over 80 is 0.4625. This is L minus 6, and this is 15. So times 15, and you can get 6.9375 equals to L minus 6. And so you can find L equals to 12.9375. And that's how you find it. Don't forget the units. So for this one, it's okay that you can have more significant figure than before. So the least significant figure you can have is 3. You can find more than that. You can give more than that. All right. So this is how you do question 1. Let's take a look at other questions. Okay, question 2. And alcohol in glass thermometer is being calibrated. The length of liquid column is 5 cm and 15 cm, and ice point and steam point respectively. Ice point, what does it mean? 0 degree. Steam point, it means 100 degree. So you have to find 7.5 cm. First of all, draw the calibration graph. So this is 0 degree, this is 100 degree, and this is 5 cm, and this is 15 cm. And now you have to find 7.5 cm. I will put a T here. So that's how you draw the calibration graph. And after that, simple stuffs, as mentioned before, draw the ratio. So for the left hand side one is T minus 0 over 100 minus 0. And that equals to the right hand side. 7.5 minus 5 and over 15 minus 5. So you use some simple mathematics. It's 2.5 over 10 and T over 100. And now you can get 25 as T. So that's how you do it. Again, it's the same thing, but the mathematics is a little bit difficult than before, but I think you can manage it. So let's move on to the next question. All right, now you have to be noted that question 3 to question 7 is not included in this video. If you have problems, you can come to me. Now let's take a look at question 8. A giant alcohol in glass thermometer is calibrated, and this is 50 cm at room temperature, and it is 70 cm in 80 degree. Now you have to find the thing which is in 50 degree. So let's first of all let's draw the calibration graph. Now 25 degrees Celsius is actually the room temperature. Now in physics, you have to be aware that whenever we write down room temperature, that must equals to 25 degrees Celsius. That is very important. And then this is 70, this is 50 cm, and now you have to put it in 80 degree, and that is 70 cm. Now you have to find 50 degrees Celsius. So if you understand it, then actually this one has nothing special. Draw the ratio again, and then the left hand side, 50 minus 25, and the red one is 80 minus 25 equals to L minus 50 over 70 minus 50. And then you can get the equation as the following. So 25 over 55 equals to 0.4545, and L minus 50 over 20, so then times 20, and you can get L minus 50 equals to 9.0909, and then plus 50, and you can get L equals to 59.1 degree cm. So that's how you find the answer. Let's move on. Okay, so here comes the last question that I would like to explain to you, which is question 9. First of all, I'd like to stop this video and take a look at it by yourself first. After you understand how to do it, you can just play it back. Alright, so let's get started. When the liquid in glass, which is in room temperature, you have to recall that it's 25 degree. And the length is 25 cm, 80 degree, 12 cm, and you have to find 8.4 cm. So overall speaking, first of all, draw the calibration graph, 25 degree, which is 5 cm, and then for the 80 degree, which is 12 cm, and you have to find 8.4 cm, which is T. So I'm not going to explain it because the method is very well practiced. I'm sorry, I used the blue one, it's red one. So the left hand side, T minus 25 over 80 minus 25 equals to 8.4 minus 5 over 12 minus 5. And then you simplified it. It's 3.4 over 7 T minus 25 over 55. And then I'll just skip all the calculations and then reach it. So you can find T equals to T minus 25 equals to 26.71. And so overall speaking, you can find that T equals to 51.7 degrees Celsius. That's how you find the answer. Okay, so overall speaking, I think for most of you, you know how to do the questions. Actually, this worksheet has nothing special. It's exactly the same as what you've learned. The only differences is that we now introduce some wordings, which is room temperature equals to 25 degrees Celsius, and melting ice equals to 0, boiling water equals to 100, and nothing special. So if you can master these mathematical skills, I'm sure that you can have a relatively good marks in examination and in UT. So good luck to you all. I hope you have no problems. If you have any questions, you can come to me at any time. So that's the end of the online lesson. Goodbye.